Hi guys, it's Nora. Today I'm going to show you my new go-to everyday very simple makeup, and then I'm going to transform it into an evening makeup. I've already put on my foundation, which is the Physicians Formula Youthful Wear Spotless Foundation. I know it's old news in the US, but in Hungary, Physicians Formula just launched a few months ago. Unfortunately, not with the whole range, and I'm just obsessed with this foundation. And I put some Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Finish Flawless whatever powder on top of it. First, I'm going to prime my eyelids using this Essence primer. I got this a couple months ago, but I forgot I had it, and I just started trying out a few days ago. I think it's okay. I wish it had a more peachy tint, but for a drugstore eye primer, I think it's quite good. I'm setting my eyelids with this Charlotte Tilbury powder, just very lightly. I'm only using this eyeshadow. Unfortunately, it broke, although I kept it in a palette and I wasn't throwing it. This is NYX Lust, and I'm taking this big Milani blending brush and put it all over my eyelid. It kind of reminds me of MAC Patina, but this is darker, and in my Pro Kit, I ran out of patina and I forgot to replace it, so I can't compare the two right now. What I like about this is that as the day goes on, it develops a very, very, very slight grayish undertone. And I'm usually more drawn to cooler eyeshadows, and this is just my new favorite everyday eyeshadow look. And I tattooed my brows with the Maybelline Brow Tattoo earlier this morning because my new brow routine using the Ilamesca Brow Gel in Stare is very long, and I just didn't want to waste time on that during filming this video. Eye makeup is almost done. Now I'm using this Rimmel Candle Eyes pencil on my waterline. On my top waterline. This liner is great, but my only problem with it is that it's very creamy, so you have to sharpen it every single time you use it, and then it just sharpens away to nothing. I've used, I think, around 10-15 times. Look how much I have left. Moving back to face, Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer on a MAC 140 brush. I know a lot of people really love the scent of this bronzer, but I don't. But I like the formula, I like the color, so I put up with the scent. And for a subtle daytime highlight, I'm using this Pixie by Petra Glow Booster in Peach Gold. I'm putting it on with my fingers. I even put this on my face when I'm not wearing any makeup. I find that it just gives a very subtle, natural glow. And about the foundation, this is what I was expecting from the new Guerlain Lingerie Depot Aqua Nude foundation, to give slight coverage, smooth out my pores, stay on my face, and not break up in this area. And I was very disappointed with that one, which is a really luxury brand. You know, Guerlain is really high-end. And I bought this foundation almost by accident. Of course, you can buy a foundation by accident, but you know what I mean. And I was really shocked at how well it performed on my oily but mature skin. I'm really amazed. Once my highlighter has set, I'm using this Tarte Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Blush in the color Journey. I'm tapping the excess off, and this is a Real Techniques blush brush. The reason I use highlighter before blush is because I find that way it meshes better, it blends better with the blush and the bronzer. If I do the highlighter afterwards, I find that it's kind of like, you know, its own entity, and it's not one with the blush and the bronzer. But if I put it after the bronzer and before the blush, I think that just gives the perfect combination. Lashes, still obsessed with this Lash Sensational mascara, and my lip combo is this H&M lip liner in Pecan Praline or Praline or Praline, and I'm filling my lips with it. I don't need to be too precise because it's a nude color. And I'm topping it off with Charlotte Tilbury's Very Victoria. And this basically is my new go-to everyday makeup look. And now let's amp it up. I'm adding a touch more of this Lust eyeshadow. I'm putting this all over my eyelid and in my crease. This has a slight sheen, but not so much that it makes my droopy eyelids droopier, if that's a word. And I'm taking Hear Me Out by Colourpop on a NARS 14 brush in my inner corners. And on another pencil brush, this is by Milani, I'm taking Lust on my lower lash line, smoking it out a bit. I'm in love with this color. I truly am. And the same pencil, I'm lining my upper lash line. Of course, it's a bit harder once you have your mascara on. I'm not winging it out, just lightly lifting the outer corner. With this angled brush, this is a professional brush by Paris Berlin, cleaning the line, correcting with this brush those small spots where I can still see my skin show through, poking at my eyeballs, adding a touch more bronzer, and Illamasqua OMG highlighter on Real Techniques medium shadow brush. If you want, you can highlight your brow bone with this Hear Me Out or any vanilla shade. I usually don't do that, but when I do, I only highlight the highest point and not all of it. I don't like that very intense brow bone highlight look. It reminds me of the 90s, so I like it more subtle. Urban Decay 24/7 pencil in Bad Blood. And Jeffree Star Red Room. And now that I put on the lipstick, I think I need some more blush. This often happens when you put on a red lipstick, so I'm taking this Journey. A little touch-up. I almost forgot to put one more coat of mascara on my lashes, and now putting some on my lower lashes. This really does make a huge difference. And with these few easy steps, I transformed this day makeup into an evening makeup. I hope you like this video. If you do, please consider subscribing and hope to see you back.